as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Golden Gophers will kick it away to start us off. Looking for blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Washington's offense will have the football first. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. The give to the back. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Got it in the middle. It's King. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw for it. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks to this defense.
The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
That just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. Washington coming to the line with another first down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. And the Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Washington.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Get it out on the screen. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Minnesota's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. A strike downfield. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys, they've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback and the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll try to run for it. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. The Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got a man, it's Church. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on 1st down, 1st and 10. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. That's 35, he's open. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Complete to the right. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Makes the grab on the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. On the move, it's Fleming. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got room to work. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Got a man in the middle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Washington. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And what a great job by the linebacker that time. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, sitting in zone coverage. QB stared his target down. Not only does he pick it off, but he shows you the athleticism, taking it back all the way for a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Abraham. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Looking to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Under fire. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Golden Gophers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Flips it out on the screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safe.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Taking it the other way. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Minnesota!
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Gets it out quickly.
And you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is. And you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
From the gun, running back on the move. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, and they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Leaves it with the back. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Huskies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. and a first down. They'll snap it from the 32. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Complete in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. To the air, it's Abraham. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Murphy.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Gives it on the option. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, their defense did a great job deep in their own end, right? Getting the turnover on downs. And now the offense is starting to pay that off. On the third play of this drive, third down, they're able to run it, pick up the first, they stay on the field, and they're going to...
Oh, he's got some space. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. The Golden Gophers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Out of the gun to give to the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to the ground with the running back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
To the ground, he's got it again. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to run.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Setting up the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. 6th play of the drive coming up. This time they'll go to the running game. Now on 2nd down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. The give to the left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Gore. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback, because you've got...
Makes the grab, past the marker. Touchdown, Washington. Oh, that may be in, and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Back to pass, it's Abraham. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? They'll try to sneak it.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Huskies lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Breaks into the open. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And we knew this offense was good, man, but seeing them in person, like, now I understand why they're a top 10 offense. Week in, week out, so many different ways to hit you from so many different angles. Undefeated still. Still an undefeated squad moving forward with all of their dreams in front of them.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Golden Gophers want to pick up the tempo.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Abraham. Pocket breaking down. He's got him. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Defense has to use a timeout, and this call will be big. The Golden Gophers with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. You got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Here comes the heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well, but now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you've got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Floating away. Find space on the right. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32. Even with this lead, they're going to toss it again. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. He's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line. A mere yard away from pay dirt. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another